Hey, Mbali, just give me 2 seconds. I just want to get some people in. I think Fanny is trying to quickly join, and then we shall begin. But hope you are good, though. Let me just quickly make sure, see if it's working. Okay, perfect. It's working. How you doing, Mbali? I think you just need to unmute yourself.
Hi, Wandile. I'm quite tired, but I'm okay. And yourself? Hi
Good.
to everyone else.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, there we go. I see Fanele and Debuho. You guys are in. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. This is actually the very first live session that we're gonna have specifically for this particular program. So I really am excited. I could literally shed a tear right now because it's been something I've been planning for a very long time. Just to do something that's affordable, but at the same time giving as much value as I can as possible to really help you guys elevate at the end of the day. That's just always been my big mission to help each and every single one of you guys. So yeah, man, it's awesome to see you guys here. I thought maybe I was gonna get messages like, "Go, where do I log on? I don't know how to jump on," but I can tell that you guys at least are proficient in technology in some areas. And yeah, man, I'm happy to help and assist. And I think maybe just to start off, just as a quick one. The whole purpose of these calls, by the way, guys, it's just weekly coaching and Q&A sessions. So if you guys need any help and assistance, I'm going to be here to help. I'll walk you through just in terms of what the plan is for today as well. And if you have any questions, please feel free to pop it into the chat, or you can unmute yourself, and then we can discuss in there. And yeah, the whole goal of these calls is to help you get one step closer to where you would like to be, whether it's more mandates, more buyers and mandates, more sales, dominating the market. I'm going to be here to help and assist. And then what I'll also be doing is there's a lot of exciting stuff that I'm going to be uploading. So I just need to find the time to put everything together. But there's a lot of things I'm going to be putting into the community. There's going to be a lot of scripts I'm going to be uploading. There's going to be master classes and certain coaching sessions I've done, which I know for a fact are going to help you guys, which is all going to be uploaded. So yeah, I've just been trying to fix a lot of the few glitches. Like I know with the link that Ephraim sent, I know for some of you guys it didn't go through. So those are all the small things that we're just trying to fix and sort out. And then once that's sorted and done, then yeah, we should be good to go. But yeah, man, welcome. I'm excited to have you guys on and I can't wait to help and assist. I think maybe just to start off, I'm happy to, if you guys have any questions, anything whatsoever, just based on what you've seen. Maybe you saw a course or you saw a video or you have any questions, maybe put it into the chat where I'll be able to take a look into it. And then what I'm also going to be doing today is uh, I'll be helping Mbali today with a campaign that she's about to launch. So she's actually the very first person that joined. We've just been working closely, just trying to make sure everything works out quite well. So I suppose this would also be great for you guys just to see specifically what I'm going to do, just to help you guys see the campaign we're going to be running. So the campaign that I'm actually going to be help setting up on today's call live is a likes campaign, just purely because I saw on Facebook she has like one like. And it's not to say that it won't work, but sometimes the whole I like to always say that perception online is very important. So it's not to say that you need hundreds and thousands of followers, but there needs to be some people who like you. Because then if there's no likes, then people start to become skeptical, like, okay, is this even an agent? Maybe I'm going to get scammed. So it's very important just to have some likes. And I'm going to be walking you through step by step how we would typically set up that likes campaign. Of course, it is in the course if you guys want to take a look into it. But I suppose this is great just so that we can engage and interact and you guys can see specifically how it's done. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, maybe pop it into the chat. I'm happy to help and assist from there. But I think, yeah, just for now, I'm happy to, Bali, I'm happy for us to proceed and we can set up your likes campaign. And then from there, if you guys have any questions, Debuho, Fanele, please feel free, let me know. Even if it's a question of, okay, how do I get started? I'm lost. Where do I start? Please feel free, put it into the chat, and then we can take it from there. So I'll just start off with Bali. Anything that you wanted to find out?
Nothing. It's just are we going to launch only one or two of them today? Or maybe we can do all of them, but then on different dates. It can work like that, right?
So you know what? And this is great that that's actually a great question. I've seen that campaigns that launch on a Monday always do best or they work very well, but more from a lead generation side. Likes campaign always works throughout any day of the week, but we've seen that the potential of a campaign doing very well when once it launches, I've seen Monday works quite well. So what we can do, Buddy, is we can schedule to launch your lead generation campaign for next week, Monday, for example. But then the likes campaign, we can then launch that immediately because that's going to instantly get you likes. You'll see specifically from your results perspective. And I would also suggest Fanele and Dewo, you can also go check out her page. Maybe we can take a look into it this time next week just to see from the results how many likes did she get because it's very instant.
Okay, I'm happy with it. Then I should share my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, please share your screen and then share access. Or I will request for remote access and then we can begin from there. So let's do that there. Yeah, and then guys, in future, please, it would be nice to see your beautiful faces. I like to look at my, but it also would be nice to see you guys as well. So you don't have to do it today. I know maybe I'll put you guys off guard, but it is nice just to see your faces and put the voice to the face. I see Fanele, you're laughing. So please, Fanele and Bali. Okay, Bali, I've seen you put your video on a few times, but I understand maybe it's after work, you're tired, maybe the makeup is off, the lashes, one is hanging on the other side.
I even have my shower cap on as we are speaking.
There we go. So we won't judge. This is not a place we're going to be judging. It's a very safe space, guys, just to let you know. So cool, guys. Yeah, so Mbali, I think once you're ready, you can share your screen now, and then we can request for access. And then I'll walk you guys through specifically how to set up a likes campaign and the best way to go about it. I'll give you guys two options, just so you guys can take a look. Okay. Awesome. No problem, my brother. Yes. That's good. Yeah. Okay, cool. Great. So Mbali shared his screen. Okay, so Mbali, I'm going to quickly request for access. Give me 2 seconds here. So Mbali, since I have you on the call now and you've probably watched just quite a few of the videos, what would you suggest? Because finally, and Tebu, I'm not sure where you guys are at right now, but what would you suggest they should check out first, based from what you've seen and what you've noticed, or things that you found helpful watching some of the videos?
So the first one that I checked out, it was on the last side of school, like on the desktop on the last side, the one that you said I should go through. It pretty has a lot, like it has everything on a nutshell in terms of creating ads and stuff. So I suggest they go for that one, and then straight after that they can go for the 5 days challenge of Monday, and then from there I'm sure they'll be very much happy with the program.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for that, Mbali. So guys, finally, and Debu, I'm gonna walk you through what she's specifically regarding to and what to look into. But yes, I do have a course that literally highlights everything to detail, so you can see everything step by step. So Mbali, I see you're just moving a few things around. So
yeah, I'm trying to connect my headset, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's just continue and then I'll do that shortly. I'll do that as you are continuing with everything else.
okay, perfect. So guys, I think just for also sake of time, I won't explain everything in full detail, otherwise we'll be here for 3 hours, but this is the Meta Business Suite. If you go onto the school course, I'll walk you guys through where to find it afterwards. I walk you through how this works and all that good stuff. So now what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be creating a likes campaign. So normally what I like to do is I go to the ads manager, and that's where the magic happens from the ad side. and I'm going to walk you through step by step, specifically what the process is or how we're going to set everything up. So, okay, so I can see she set up a few campaigns. So guys, this is essentially where the magic happens, where we're creating ads. This is where you're going to spend a lot of your time. And Bali, just a little bit of, maybe you can give a little bit of feedback, but from your side, what would you say has helped you just by doing it over and over again? I'm pretty sure now you're familiar with the dashboard, right?
Yeah, doing it from over and over again really helps. And again, I suggested if maybe someone can, okay, but then we work differently. For me, as you were explaining, and I was doing whatever it is that you were doing, and the advantage is that you are able to pause the video and do what you do, and then come back and listen again and pause the video. So that's how I did it. But then it will be crusty at first. But maybe the second time it will work better, and the third time it will work better, because you saw the other day I created a lot of ads, and then some were deleted, some were reviewed and stuff. So if we can just do them over and over again, it can really help.
It's exactly that, guys. So thanks for providing that feedback, Mbali. It's like, guys, it's like tying shoelaces. I'm pretty sure now you can close your eyes in the dark and tie your shoelaces because it's a learned process. You did it so many times that it's literally ingrained in your head. And this is the same thing as well. So I don't want you guys to feel intimidated, like, what, where are we, what's happening? If you go through everything step by step, it will definitely help you. So I see she's got the campaign here as the like to share campaign. If you go check it out on the course, this will make a little bit more sense. But just for time perspective, I won't explain everything in full detail. As I mentioned, it will take a little bit of time. If you do have background noise, maybe just mute yourself just so that we can provide a good experience for everyone else. I won't be able to do that now since I'm doing all this good stuff here. So cool. We'll just call this a likes campaign. Okay, so I think that's you, Mbali. I think maybe Mbali, just mute yourself if you have background noise.
Yeah, I think if you can mute me, Wandile.
I don't know if I can. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove access before I do that.
Okay.
So yes, if you can mute yourself, that would be great. Okay, cool. So what I've done is I've just changed the campaign name. To be honest with you, we don't have to select a category. So normally when you're running ads on Facebook, you want to find out, is this an ad for credit, employment, housing, or social issues, elections, or politics? So this type of campaign, you don't have to select housing just purely because it's going to be a different way to get the likes. I'll walk you through how it works step by step, so you can just ignore that. Then the whole focus is to run an engagement campaign. So for those who don't know, on Meta, there's different, the best way I can really explain it is there's different objectives. So there's an objective for awareness. So if you want to run an ad to get more awareness, so to get people to look at your ad and to add more awareness, that's a campaign that you want to run. My advice, don't do it. I'll tell you why. Then you can run a traffic campaign. Traffic campaign is to get you more clicks, getting more people to maybe send you a message on WhatsApp or Instagram, or getting people to call you. My advice, don't do it. Doesn't work. I've tried all these things, guys. So I'm going to walk you through the stuff that works best for us. Engagement. So this is to get you more likes, comments, shares, all that good stuff. So I like to run this campaign for getting likes, and that is it. Not to get mandates, not to get buyers, because it doesn't work whatsoever. And then there's one to get more leads. So this is to get people who are more likely to give you their information because they would like to either purchase a house or sell their house. This is where we spend a lot of our time running a lead ad campaign. In this app promotion, let's say you've got an app that you want to promote, you can do it through there. And then there's sales. So sales is more if you have a e-commerce business. Let's say you're selling books on a website, for example. Then you would use the sales option, and that's mainly for online sales. So majority of your time is going to be spent utilizing the leads option. And then for the likes, if you want to get more followers and likes, this is great for engagement. So that's the reason why we selected engagement. And then, okay, you can leave these two here. I won't dive deep into both of them here. I think I cover them in the course, but just always leave them blank. It's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's important for now. So now, where we're moving over onto is the ad set. So the best way I could really explain the ad set, and just from my level of understanding, it's where the bread and butter of the ad is going to be done. So most people think that when it comes to running an ad, it's just about putting on a picture and then you run it. But remember, Meta uses an algorithm to really find the ideal audience that we want to be advertising to. And there's also a lot of information that it needs to really get an understanding of, okay, who are we targeting, from what age, how much are you spending here, where do you want them to message you, for which page, where do you want the ad to be shown? So all of that, all those nitty-gritties are done in the ad set. And then once you're done with your ad set, then there's the ad. That's where you can upload your image and then have a few messages that you can send out, or the headline, for example. But the ad is the last thing that you're going to do, which is the image or the video, whichever one you select. The big bread and butter is here in the ad set, and you'll see what happens here step by step, so you can really get an idea overall. So here, I think what we'll do, I'm going to show you guys two options on how you can run a likes campaign. But this one I'm just going to call international. In fact, I can even just do South Africa in general, because I've seen that works quite well. So I'll just go South Africa. And then I'll just go, I'll just go South Africa. Let's see, we'll see what age range, but I think for now we'll just go 25 plus, for example. I'll tell you why I named it that. And then what it wants to find out is, okay, so it's asking you, where do you want to drive engagement? So where do you want people to engage with you? Do you want them to engage with you through messaging apps? So do you want them to engage with you on Messenger, Instagram, or WhatsApp? Do you want people to engage with your ad? Do you want them to give you a call? Do you want them to engage with your website? Or do you want people to engage with your page? So you see, we want people to engage with our page, because that's ultimately what we want. That's ultimately what we're looking for. Okay, we want to get more likes. So then once I select Facebook page, then as you can see, everything is going to change. So, okay, interesting. I'm just seeing the numbers here. So now this objective that we're running is the performance goals. We want to maximize number of page likes, because that's all we want here. We want to maximize the number of page likes that we're going to get. So I can see here this audience size. This looks, hey guys, I feel like I'm Jacob Zuma before he announced that 100 million. Let's see, 463,400,000. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. See, I didn't buy my metric, guys. I can at least look at the audience size, but that's a big audience size. So I want to see just in terms of the area. I think Mbali probably did the international one, which is still fine. I will do both options. We'll do South Africa, we'll do international, just so you guys can see the difference between the two. So what it's basically saying is that this ad that we're going to be running is going to reach about 26,000 to 76,000 people. So on a good day, it's going to reach 26,000 people. And then on a peak day, it's going to reach about 76,000. So what that basically means is that what I've noticed when running ads, it all really varies and depends. So I've noticed that with my ads do very well over the weekend than during the week, because I noticed most agents have more time over the weekend versus during the week, you're all over the place. So that's what it means by 26,000 to 76,000. So let's say, for example, 26,000 could be maybe people during the weekend where they're busy, they're not in the office and they're bored and they have nothing else to do with their life. And then maybe during the week could be 76,000 a day because they're at the office and they're always on their phones, or they're in traffic and they're looking at their phones. That's what I've noticed from the 26 to 76. And then it's giving you an idea in terms of worst case scenario, you should get 425 likes a day. And then on a bad day, and then on a good day, you should get about 1,200 likes on a peak day. So 425 on, let's say, for example, the weekend, as I mentioned, where your market is very busy. And then during the week, you could get about 1,200 likes, if they're at the office and they really have nothing else to do. So that's just to give you an idea, which is pretty interesting. These numbers have definitely gone up. So Mbali, for example, as I mentioned, look, this ad doesn't have to even run for long, because I mentioned that if you just want to get about 100 likes, you can literally just run the ad for a day. You definitely get more than that, but it's just so that at least we've got some likes so that people can see, oh, okay, this is it's a page that I can at least trust, because that's how we are, I suppose, as humans. Social proof. We need that social proof. So, okay, I see. Because I'm looking at the budget, I'm like, no, man, 425. This is very high. So I was suggesting to Mbali that let's spend about $50 just for one day. And as you can see, now that I put 50, it's now 85 to 246. I'm still confident she'll get about 100. So in average, if she runs this campaign just for 24 hours, I'm confident she'll reach about 100 likes by this time tomorrow, for example. And then what we can do is that we can even launch it right after this, for example, just to let it run. And then yeah, we can even set an end date. So let's set an end date, because I don't plan for us to do this campaign for long. So let's say tomorrow at what time is it now? It's 6:30. So let's say 7. I think 7 p.m. works best, just so that at least it gets the time frame. Okay, perfect. We've got that in there. You can ignore budget scheduling for now. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Mbali. Okay, so she's added in a couple of the areas, which is perfect. So I'm going to give you guys 2 options, just so you guys can get an idea overall in terms of what works best. So if you guys can see here, the targeting here is Africa, Thailand, India, for example. So the reason why I put that there is because, remember, we just want to get likes. It's just so that at least there's likes so that our page looks decent. I even did this for my own page as well. In the beginning, when I started off, when I first started, I had no likes. And hey, I didn't want to go and ask and beg my friends and family to then like my page. Unless you're that type of person, perfect. But I'm a very shy person. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm very shy. So I was like, no, I'm just going to run ads to international markets so that at least I can get the likes, maybe 100, and then I'll work on it from there. So my Instagram and my Facebook, I paid to get about 100 likes on each one. And then from there, I started running my own ads, and then I built it from there. So that's what I did, just so at least I can get the likes. So the goal here is just for us to get 100 likes for Mbali. And then as she grows, the likes will increase, but it's going to be people in her market, in her area. You can do, for example, people who live in your market, but the problem is you're going to see the difference. I'll actually show you an example. If we had to do something in Val, because she's based in Val, how the difference is going to be. It's not going to be 85 likes. Now it's probably going to be like 10 or even 5 or 15, just depending on the budget a day, which means you're going to pay more to get likes. But remember, those likes aren't going to convert to sales. So that's why I'm saying that it just makes more sense just to get the likes, and then we'll run the actual campaigns to help you drive in more business. I hope I'm not losing you guys, but that's ideally the focus here, just to get 100 likes. And then afterwards, we can start running the proper campaigns to then help it get the deals, because those likes won't equate to sales. Even if you had to run likes or follower campaigns for your particular market area, I've noticed you're just going to get people that are going to like your page, and then you'll never hear from them again. So why not rather just spend $50 just to get the people in? And that's it. And then we can focus on the right campaigns to get you guys in. So, for those who don't know, you can essentially target different areas. So as I mentioned, she's based in the Val. So I can actually walk you through. This is the nice thing about Facebook, is that it's not just going to focus on international markets. So here, okay, that's Free State. Is it called Van der Bijlpark? Or is there a difference between Van der Bijlpark and Vereeniging?
Yes, there is a difference between Van der Bijl and Vereeniging. But then they are under the same municipalities.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah.
Am I even spelling it? Did I spell it right?
No, you didn't. It's double E. It's Vereeniging, something like that. My Afrikaans is very poor.
For Ian, you need it's VEE.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Double E R E
And R, yeah. N-I
N-I
G
G.
I. There you go. There you got it for Ian again.
Thank you, my brother. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we've got it there. So it's just to show you that, look, you can literally target any area, guys, any area. So I see here it's got it here. Is this the one? Wait. I don't think this is the one. I'm seeing Fostoras. No. Oh, it's targeting the road. Okay, so this is what we can do, guys. So if maybe let's say you type in your area and you don't see it, maybe it doesn't pick up because it is a map. Okay, you can literally just find it yourself. So what we'll do, let's actually see. Okay, there's the south. Okay, I see Glen Vista, Mulbarton. Let's zoom out a bit. So I know we're close enough. Let's go. I don't even know if I'm even on the right path. I think, okay, there's spooking.
You are.
There's spooking. I know we're close. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. So in this regard, right? Because, yeah, this was basically, oh, can you see the spelling?
We've got an extra E there.
Yes, I can see now. That makes sense. But what you guys can do is that you can actually click here, drop a pin, and then you can drop the pin on the area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it there. And then what it's going to do, now it's going to focus on that area. And then what I'll just do for this area here is I'll just exclude it. I'll just close it. Now that I've closed it, let's go back to it, just so I can show you that you can target those areas. So you see, there we go. So now it's going to target that and Vanderbijlpark, for example. Let's say, for example, we only wanted to target this area. So let me just remove Thailand and India, for example. Okay, there we go. Aha, you see, guys, I'm a prophet. Look at that. 14 likes. See how it's dropped instantly. So now, in order for her to get 100 likes, she's now going to have to probably pay $150, $200 just to get 100 likes. And those likes are not going to get us sales, which is why I always like to say, let's target international countries like your Thailands, your Indias. The reason why is because those are going to get you clicks and likes, but then it's just to get 100 and that's it. And then afterwards, once you're running ads, you will naturally build your following the same way I have. I think now Facebook, I'm on 4,000, Instagram now I'm on 2,000, but that's just naturally because I've been running ads consistently, and then people see my page, they like the content, then they like it. So that's we'll do that. Although my suggestion is let's just rather do South Africa, and I just want to see specifically what does that size look like. I think it'll probably be a little bit more better. Let's see. Let me just target South Africa quick. Let's do that. 63. Okay, 63 is not bad. That's not bad at all. So we'll just keep that option just so you guys can see. All right. And then the nice thing about this, guys, is that you can include and exclude areas. So let's say we wanted to exclude, let's say we want to exclude Cape Town. So let me type in here Cape Town. Okay, let's just do this there. Oh man. Or let's just go Western Cape. Just so you guys can see how to exclude areas. Okay, there we go. Western Cape, South Africa. So now we're gonna have two pins. So we've got one. Oh no, okay, I see what it's doing. Okay, so let's do this. I'll just quickly show you as an example so you guys can get an idea. So we've got Western Cape. Let's say, for example, in the area that we're focusing on in Western Cape, we don't want to target an area called, let me see here, Robertson. Let's say we're not trying to focus on Robertson. What you can then do is that you can click here, drop a pin. You can drop a pin on Robertson. And then what it's going to do is that we can just decrease the radius. Let's bring it down, let's say 2Ks, for example. I'll just give you guys an example. Let's actually just increase it. So you can increase your radius. I can see Mbali, yours hasn't changed yet, which is good. Cool. So now we've got Robertson, just as a quick example. What you can do, guys, is that you can exclude an area. So let me show you. So if I select here, this bottom arrow, you see it says here exclude location. I can then select exclude location, and then what it does is that it's going to exclude one, but now it's saying I need to include one. So let me just quickly do this here quick just to show you. So let's say we're also targeting McGregor. I'll just throw in as an example, McGregor as an area. So there's McGregor. Let's make this 10Ks. Okay, cool. So there's McGregor. This is the area in Western Cape that we are focused on as an example. But then we don't want people in, let's say, Robertson to see our ad. Then what we would do, let me just see the name of this coordinate. Okay, minus 33, 8492. There we go. We're just going to come here and then we're going to select exclude location. Then you see, now it's excluding that location. So if you're running ads, it's not going to show it to anyone in Robertson. Because now we only want people to target, only want to target people in McGregor. But then some of you guys might be like, well, it's not really targeting Robertson. So this could be in a case where, let's say you want to expand your radius. So let's make this, make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 20Ks, for example. No, there we go. Let's make this 20Ks, just so you guys can see. And I'll tell you why this is important. There we go. You see, now that I've expanded it, it's obviously going to tap into Robertson. But because I've excluded Robertson, it's not going to run ads to this audience here. And the reason why this is important, let's say, for example, you want to run ads in a particular area, but then it's very close to the townships, very close to a Lokshin. And you're like, hey, I don't want to target those people. Then this is what you would then do. You would then target that area, that the township location, and then you would just exclude it. And then you know for a fact that if you're running your ads, it's only people who are included in this area that would see your ad. But anyone who's excluded won't. So that helps a lot if you want to run ads, but you don't want people in Lokshin, for example, to see it. I know maybe some of you guys don't have issues, but again, it's just for future reference as an example. So I hope that makes sense. There will be a replay of this call, by the way, guys. If you want to check it out, I'll upload it. Let me just put this in here. Let's add in South Africa. Hope this is helping in some way, shape, or form. Audience advantage, you can ignore that. And then there's placements. So I was explaining to Mbali what...
Wandile,
Yes.
can I interject? So what I noticed is that when you include countries, like when you do it globally, it requires you to add a name under the audience advantage. So I just added my name and it went through.
Maybe that's something that's changed over time. But what you can do is that you can switch to original audience options. So let's take a look here. We can go use original audience. We'll take a look now in a second just to see how that changes. But thanks for letting me know. Let's see quickly. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is where we can add in the ages. So now, okay, yeah, 25 to 65. Okay, perfect. That's fine. All genders. And there's more things you guys can do, guys. I would say go check out the course. You can do things like targeting, even though this wouldn't make sense or it's not necessary. So let's say, for example, you want to target investors. Then you can type in here investors, and then it's going to show you people who either have shown an interest in being an investor or pages connected to investors. Then you can target people like angel investors, people who have expressed an interest in it, or pages related to it. And then there's also other things you can do. Hey guys, there's a lot. You can type in here business owner as an example. Then you can see what it's going to do is that it's going to target people who listed their employer as business owner on their Facebook profile. So it's only going to run ads from people from ages of 25 to 65 that have put onto either a job title that they're a business owner, or that they're an engineer, or that they own their own business. Hey guys, there's a lot that you can do here. So in the beginning, when I started my business, for example, I just wanted to see specifically what would I find. And when I type in real estate agent, and then what it did is that it showed me real estate salesperson, So now I was able to run ads I was able to run ads to people who listed their job title on Facebook as a real estate agent or a salesperson on their Facebook profile. Okay, so that's how detailed you can get. But 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't necessarily say it's necessary, because if your messaging and your ad is correct, Facebook will find that audience for you in a nutshell. It's also going to give an idea in terms of how many of them actually have that job title underneath. So it's saying here about 146,000 to 172,000. And I'm pretty sure we all know that there's not a lot of agents like that. But again, it could be maybe people who were in the industry, but now they're no longer in the industry. But regardless, it still does work. But yeah, that's detailed targeting. You can go check it out in the course. I provide a little bit more information about that. So, but we're just going to leave it as is, because just a likes campaign. Then there's placements. So placements, for those really just to understand how this works. There we go. Placements is where your ad is going to be placed. So remember, as I said, guys, the whole purpose of the ad set. Can you see what we've done here in the ad set? Ad set, we stipulated that we want to get more likes. We adjusted the budget. The start date is in the past. Okay, let's go 7. Let's just go 7 p.m. Okay, there we go. We've adjusted the budget and the date on when we're going to run the ads. We've added in the area. We have added in the ages as well. And then now we're going to showcase, we want to tell Facebook where we want our ads to run. So I always like to utilize manual placements. What that basically means, it's just to get an idea in terms of where will your ad be shown. So it's like saying, for example, do you want your ad to be shown on a billboard? Do you want your ad to be shown on a dustbin? Do you want your ad to be shown on a flyer, for example? Facebook does that as well, but in different placements. So just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, all right, on Facebook, there's as a placement, then there's stories and reels as a placement, and then there's more. So most of the ads that I like to run are ads on the news feed. So news feed, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with the news feed. As soon as you log onto Facebook, this is the news feed, right? You get to see people's content. You can keep scrolling. Then there's the marketplace. I don't mind running ads in the marketplace. Then there's the video feeds. I also don't mind running ads in the video feeds. Anywhere where there's a feed, it's perfect. Then you can also run ads on stories. So you see here, we've got the stories there, the Instagram, the Facebook, as well as the Reels. So for me personally, I would just stick to feeds. It just works a lot quicker and better. So what you can do is you just untick the others, the ones that you don't want to necessarily select. So I'm just going to remove these ones here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're just only going to be running it on the Facebook feed, the marketplace, as well as the video feeds. All right, so there, now you know, okay, this is where my ad is going to be shown. So that's why I like this platform, because there's so many things that you can customize and optimize to get all the right information and details to your marketplace. Now that that is done, we've done a bulk of the work. Now, this is where we get to upload the image. So as I said, most people think that Facebook is all about, okay, you just upload an image and then you're good to go. No, I would say that majority of the work is done in the ad set, and then you can move over onto the ad. So there's an image that I did stipulate in the course that you should use. Guys, by the way, that image, I got it from my mentor and it worked. At first I was like, huh? I was like, okay, I'm trusting this guy. Let me do it. And it worked for me, and it's worked for hundreds of agents as well. So it's going to work for you guys as well. Now, the reason why, and how I see it, why it works, is it's because it's telling them what to do, and you'll be so surprised in terms of how well it works. I will say, hey, Tebuho, my brother, hey, because we are men, it's difficult to get the amount of likes that the women are going to get, but I've seen that the women who run this type of campaign, the likes, they shoot up. It's easy, but then the men, it's a little bit slower. So just as a warning, my brother, if you see Mbali getting hundreds and thousands of likes in less than 24 hours, I think it's because from what I've noticed, from what I've seen, I suppose Facebook, not Facebook, but the audience favors, I suppose, women than men, from what I'm seeing and the campaigns. So to give you guys an idea, did you create the image, Mbali?
I did. Just at the heart, you'll see it. Go on the menu and then you'll see it. No, go you add the photo. No, go where you add the photo, you'll see it, not there.
Okay, perfect. So you've added the photo. Okay, so if you guys want to
Yes, yeah.
add an
It's
image,
already there.
we're gonna go to add media, then you're gonna go select here add image, for example. Okay, that's not bad. It's fine. I just want to see specifically how it's gonna look. Let's quickly add it. Okay, no, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We can use that. And then like to share the feeling. Just trust me, guys, it works. We'll see next week. Next week, Wednesday. I want you guys to come back and we'll do a quick review. Okay, perfect. So this is what it's going to show. Like to share the feeling, and then the whole goal here, like this page. So can you see? It's just to get likes. That's all we want. Just want likes. That's it. And the goal is to get 100 likes. Then boom, we can start running the proper ads. So I did this as well. It worked quite well. And we take it from there. So let me just remove this here. Suggested text variations. Yeah, and there we go. That's it. That's all good. We're good to go from there. Now, what we can do is you can have two different options. So remember, the ad set, what we're doing here is South Africa 25 plus. All right, because as I said, if you maybe want to focus on people who live in South Africa, then you can do that. But look at the page likes, on average 64, although I'm confident you get about 100 plus. Now, what we can do if we want to target the international market, what we can do is that we can just go quick duplicate. I just want to show you how you can duplicate this. So now what I'm doing is I'm duplicating this. And now you can see, now we've got a copy. So here it's South Africa 25 plus copy. It's a copy. So what I can do, because it's a duplicated copy, I can then, for example, I can then go, let's say we'll go Thailand, Africa, and India, for example, 25 plus. Then in here, all I'm just going to change, because we have the image, right? We've got everything. We've got the budget, everything sorted. It's going to launch at 7. Now, all I need to do is I need to change the targeting here. So now what I want to do is I want to add Africa. Africa. Let's add in Thailand. And then India. Then let's say you want to add a little bit more Pakistan. I've seen Pakistan work quite well. For example, just as an example, there we go. You see now the page likes have increased to 94. What other area does very well? I think I even have a list if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, Trinidad and Tobago. I've seen that works quite well. Let's add that there. Okay. So close to about half a billion people, which is great. Now you have the choice. You can either run this particular ad set, Thailand, Africa, and India, because that's the option that we have, or you can then just focus on South Africa in here. I think your laptop is just a bit slow, but there's the difference. I think it's just needing to opt in or change. But there's the different options. You can do both at the same time, but now you're going to be spending about $100 because remember, this is one ad set. So this one ad set, the Thailand, Africa, and India, this one is going to spend $50. And then the South Africa's one was going to spend $50 as well. So my advice is, if maybe you only want to spend $50, then you just select which one you want to work with, ideally for yourself. So, but let me know, do you want to do South Africa or do you want to do the international one, just to really get those likes as soon as possible and quicker?
Yeah, we can do the international one. I think it's fine.
Okay, perfect. So,
Because South Africa is also included in the international one.
yes, it definitely is. So now this is another way to view your campaigns. So you see here, we've got the likes campaign. So you see we've got campaigns, we've got ad sets, and then we've got ads for the ad set. So let's say if I unselect this, then can you see it's not, okay, let's actually do this here quickly. I think that's selected, that's why. So I just want to help you guys understand how to navigate the business manager. So cool. Let's say, for example, I want to focus on the likes campaign. So the first tier is campaigns. So we're basically selecting, okay, is this going to be a likes campaign? Is this going to be lead generation, for example? And then once Facebook knows what campaign we're running, then there's the ad set. So the ad set, as I've mentioned, where we're going to add in the budget, the area, the where it's going to be placed. It's going to be placed in the news feed, for example. How long is the ad going to run, for example? Then we've got the ad set. So we've got South Africa, then we've got the international one, right? Then each ad set has got the ad. So if I select Thailand, Africa, and India, for example, here's the ad that we have, which is this one here. Remember, it's just one ad because it's underneath this one ad set. I'll show you just a different example. Then let's say if I select South Africa as a whole, just the ad set alone, then we've got, okay, I just need to refresh. The reason why it's showing two is because you see it's still showing Thailand, Africa, and India. But if I had to refresh, then it's only going to show South Africa. Sometimes it happens. I'm just trying to help you guys understand how to navigate around this so that you guys don't get confused. Because this probably took me like 6 months to figure out. I was on YouTube trying to understand what's going on, and I was always like confused. But now it's just a lot easier. Okay, cool. There we go. It should be one now. There we go. Okay, now it's only going to show South Africa. So the reason why I'm just mentioning this, by the way, guys, is that I'll show you another example of where Mbali has one ad set, but she's got multiple ads. So if I wanted to, maybe I wanted to test a different image. Let's say, for example, I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to run this ad image, but I want to test it with another image. What I can do, I can just click duplicate or duplicate, and then I'll just keep it as is. Let's go duplicate. And then now what it's going to do, it's got another ad image. So let's say, for example, this heart, let's just call it blue heart, for example. And then let's say Umbali changes the image. So she goes on Canva and then she just changes this heart, this red heart, to a blue heart. So now let's just imagine that this is a blue heart. Now we've got this heart here, which is red, and then the blue heart will then be blue. I'll show you an example in terms of how we've done this. Then what will happen is that Facebook will be able to test against the red and the blue heart to see which one works well, which one gets the most attention. And then the one that gets the most attention, it's then going to put its budget on that ad. So it's going to show you the right ad that's going to work very well. I think maybe before we end off today's call, I'll walk you through an example of a live ad campaign on one of my clients. We were testing out multiple different images, and then you can actually see which one is generating the most leads. That's what I like to do. I like to give the platform enough space or enough variation so that it can find the right audience for me. Because remember, it's showing the ads to audiences. So the audiences ultimately determine how your ad performs. So Facebook is just going to find the right people, and then it's going to show the ad to that person. How they respond is up to them. So if we give them different images, then we can actually see which one works very well. So, but for now, I know this one will work very well. The international one. I think I'll just untick this South African one. I'm just quickly close it here. So I know we said we're going to launch it at 7. So let me just launch here. So to publish, I will just typically click edit, and then I'm going to select publish. But I see there's a mark here. Let me just click here and see what the issue is. Beneficiary and payer attention. Okay, I just want to see what it's basically engaging or speaking about.
It's what I was telling you about.
The
One
audience.
delay. It's that one that I was telling you about.
The audience. Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yes, the beneficiary.
No problem. Let's go back here. So how did you end up figuring it out?
I just added my name and then it went through.
Okay. Oh,
There
okay.
you
I
go.
see why. Okay, so by the way, guys, so I think also just with how policies
Mm.
and just how things have changed over the years, especially when it comes to privacy policies and things like that. Audiences, for example, in the European Union, so like the areas more or less within the European side, they've got particular, how do I say it, protocols in place. So, for example, what that means is it's just to make sure that they know who's running ads there, and also from a privacy policy perspective. So with here in South Africa, we obviously have the POPI Act. In the European side, I know they've got the GDPR. It's a lot of law things, but I would say nothing to worry about. I think for now, what we can just do is just to add in the name, and then we should be good to go. There we go. And we're good to go. So just to verify you, if you're running ads in the European side, but because this is just a likes campaign, I can guarantee you this won't happen when you're running the ads in South Africa, for example, because we typically don't run into these type of things. So cool. Then we're good to go, guys. Select publish, and then it should be able to launch. I just want to see which one it's going to launch quick. And then, yeah, one campaign, one ad set, one ad was published. Yeah, so it's definitely the Thailand, Africa, and India. So now let's just quickly check. So I get an idea. I like to refresh it quick just so we can see. Okay, let's see. Is the campaign off? Was it on? Okay, so what you also want to do is triple check. So you see here the likes campaign, it's off. So to switch it on, just to select it there. And then you'll be able to see under delivery what's happening. So you see it says it's scheduled. So the ad is scheduled to launch in the next 7 minutes. And then if I select ad sets, there we go, Thailand, Africa, and India, there it's scheduled. And then if I select ads, for example, then it's processing. So it's gonna also launch. So there you go, guys. That is literally her likes campaign that's gonna launch. It's gonna finish tomorrow at 7 as well. And then next week, Wednesday, we can take a look and see how many likes she got, for example. So that's going to be the one option that we have. And then Bali, I know you said you had, did you change the image for the other one? For the other post?
No, the other one, remember, everything was done. Everything was done. The only thing that was remaining is to confirm with Ephraim that everything is linked. And yeah, it is linked because I kept receiving notification of my business account on high level. So I think everything is sharp on that side. Then maybe we can launch it for next week. We can set it for next week as well. And then that's that.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. So this is a listing campaign that she's going to be running on Monday. So we will have it. So next week, Wednesday, we'll actually take a look and see. Because I think by then, what's up?
One delay. I don't think that's the one. I think that you selected the wrong one. That's not the one we're working on.
I see. Yeah, I was like, no.
Can you please just go on the last on the last page so that we can verify? I think it's the lead generation.
Yes, it's this one here, new lead generation campaign. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, there we go. So this is just to give you guys a little bit of context on the area. So we're gonna do 25 to 65 JHB South and Val. So we're gonna use forms. I'll give you guys a little bit of an idea in terms of what those ads look like. So the focus here is to maximize the number of conversion leads. So what conversion leads, in a nutshell, is that it's gonna show her ads to people who are most likely to convert after sharing their contact information with her. The audience here is going to be 2.5 million people, which is great. We're just going to quickly schedule it for a second. So we're going to do it for next week, Monday on the 13th. Okay, good stuff. 6 a.m. is fine. There we go. So we're targeting Alberton, Zachariah Park, Val Triangle, Free State, folks. Is this the one? Let's see quickly. Oh, yes, it is. It is. It is. Okay. There we go. Men and women.
Yeah, it is.
Focusing on the news feeds. And then to give you guys an idea in terms of how the ad looks. So if you guys can see here, we've got the red ad. Okay. Then we've got the blue. Remember, we want to have different variations. And I'm going to walk you guys through a quick example of an actual ad campaign. And then we've got the yellow, for example. So now what we're going to be doing is that we're going to test and see which one is performing very well out of these three different variations. So we've got this ad here. So it's just basically walking you through the ad and what it looks like. Then they'll be able to see what the ad looks like, for example, and then they can provide the information. Once they click on learn more, then everything is highlighted in the form. Hey, I think I'm moving too fast for your computer, Bali.
You are.
Yeah, it's malfunctioning. It's like, whoa, one delay. Wait. But let me just quickly show you guys. Then once they click on the ad, then this is what pops up. Let's just try and get to the form. There we go. Okay. Then there's the form. They click on continue. And then after that, they provide all the information. And then that's done. And then there we go. All right. So that's essentially the ad. And then we're going to quickly launch this. We're going to schedule to launch it for next week. So let's just go publish. And then lastly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk you through an actual live example of a live ad at the moment. So you guys can see what that information looks like and the overall results and how you can compare the differences between which images work well. So I believe, oh, yeah, you just need to switch this on. Then the switch should say scheduled. I just want to quickly pop this up here. Let's see. Okay, let's switch on the ad set. There we go. Make sure the ad is on. Okay. Okay, there we go. So all good to go, Mbali. So yeah, suppose next week, Wednesday, we'll take a look and see how everything works from there. And then I think just for sake of time, I see we're almost running out of time. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me quickly show you a live ad example. Quick. Let's go Ads Manager. Okay, so let me see whose ad account I can open. Oh, let me just open up. I think Lesego is running. Oh, she is actually running ads. Let's see. Let me show you Lesego's ads. So Lesego is running, if you guys can see, we've got how many ads running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ads that are active at the moment. I can show you here. So we've got a seller campaign, which I think we launched last week. So far, you see here 46 leads. Then we're doing a buyer campaign, 24 leads. We have another buyer campaign, 50 leads. This one is actually, 215. Okay, this was actually doing well, 215 leads. So let me show you quickly the one that we're doing for this campaign. So she's looking at targeting investors. So that's what we're also focusing on there. So if you take a look here, so you see, this is what it's gonna look like. So now you can see from the different images that we're running ads on, you can see this image here did generate about 15 leads. This one here generated about 59. This one generated about 34. So what Facebook is then going to do is that it's going to look at the one that's generating the most, and then it's going to put its time and attention on that. All right, so that one's got 59 leads. Just to show you what it looks like. This is her ad at the moment. It's live, so that's what it looks like. If I click on expand, this is one for a buyer campaign. They click on learn more, and then they provide information. To walk you through a seller one, let me walk you through a seller one. So one that we actually gonna setting up that we did for Bali. Let's see here, quick. Okay, cool. So we've got this one here, Centurion. Now look here, okay? Can you see we had how many images? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different images. All right, so we had this image here, right? This image here. Then there's this image here. So this one was yellow, this one was red. And then the same thing here from the black side, as you guys can see. However, then we've got something that's a little bit different, which is this one here. All right. Now, if we're taking a look at all 4 of these images, you can obviously see that this one here has 46 leads. This is the one that's getting the most attention compared to these other 3. All right. You can see Facebook tried, it showed it to people. So when it says reach, it's just basically walking you through how many people this ad reached, but it didn't get the leads. All right. So, but with this ad, it got the leads immediately. And that's why Facebook is putting its time and attention on this audience. You can see so far it's reached about 22,000 people overall. She's received about 46 leads overall, just from here. So that's just to give you a little bit of an idea as to why we like to have different variations. And guys, there's a lot of different variations that we run. Let me see if I can show you just all the different types of ad variations. So let's see if there's another one. Let's see. Okay, let me actually do this. Let's go results, just so you guys can see from the high performing ones. Okay, so here we go. This one got about 109 leads. So if you take a look here, you see it's the yellow one. This one got about 109 leads. So we've seen that this type of ad works quite well. So I always like to say that, hey, man, if you're not in the same area, then go for it, run. It works. Works very well. This one over here got 75 leads. It's it's a map. So I've seen the map just works very well. So whether it's an aerial shot of the home or a map, so you see here, this is just a quick map of the area. There we go. That's the one that we're running. That one got about how many leads? 75. Let's see if I can find another one. This one got 53, something very similar. This one got 50, just something that's different, just so I can show you. Let's go here. Yeah, so this one got 50 leads. And what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be uploading is I'm going to be uploading a template where you guys can essentially make the changes. So I'll show you quickly. So I'm going to give you guys access to everything. I'm not going to hide anything whatsoever. So I'm actually going to give you guys, actually, let me do this. I'm going to share this on Zoom now. So please, guys, feel free. Click on that link. When you click on that link, I've just shared it on Zoom. When you click on that link, all you just need to do, select edit template. And then when you select edit template, then this is where you would get all the different ads that we have, that we test out, basically. You can see here, there's the different ones that we have. You can then change it the way that you need to. So for Teboho, you can add in Standerton or Secunda, for example. And then there's different ones here that you can literally just chop and change. They're all editable. But these are all the ads that have worked quite well overall. So I'm going to be adding more. There's a lot more. I think this is just the ones that we were just testing out a couple of months back. So these are ones that work quite well. I would say test them out. I've just added in the link, but I will also put everything on school as well. It's just, it's been just quite a bit hectic. But yeah, man, there's a lot, guys. There's a lot that I'd love to share and give to you guys, but 1 week at a time, right? So I think just as the next steps for those who are curious, just move over onto Classroom and then unlocking Meta. So this is the step-by-step course. If you select this one over here, then you literally have everything. So I literally walk you through how to do everything, and then just a little bit of more the ad principles, how it works, give or take. And then I think what Bali was also alluding to was the 5-day challenge. I think it's somewhere here. I think just for sake of time, maybe just take a look into any of these, just open them up. I know for a fact it should pop up.
It's on the second side.
Yes, I figured starter level. There we go. So under starter level, then we've got the Soul Mandate Challenge. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Go check it out. Amazing stuff here, guys, that you'll definitely learn. And yeah, any questions, or is it just too much information right now to process, and then maybe next week you guys will have something concrete and solid? But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer, and then we can end off today's session. I hope it was valuable. I hope you guys learned something or a few things.
It's a lot. I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot.
Ah,
Guys, it's quite a bit. One question that I've had, since the whole week began. Anyways, hi to Mali and Fanele. I'm Teboho. Nice to meet you online. Yeah.
meet you too, brother.
So, I'm
Nice to
I'm
meet you
new
too,
to the
Teboho.
industry. Thank you, guys. Like I said, I'm fairly new, so I'm basically doing a transition. I'm an entrepreneur, so I've got quite a number of businesses that I've got around me, and this one is the one that ticks all the boxes for me because it excites me more than anything else. I've been doing the others for quite a number of years, but this is new, this is fresh, and it's teaching me a lot of things. So on my own personal page, I basically want to reinvent that. So what I wanted to know is, do I do this under the agency that I'm working with, or do I just reinvent on my own and just create a new different message for the audience that I'm basically targeting? Because I'm with Just Property, but I don't think I'm going to be there for long. I'm there because the lady that's the principal, we bought a house through her, and then she told me she was going to buy a franchise. Then I told her I'm interested, but I just feel like things are not moving at the pace that I'd like them to, for me personally. And they're using a lot of traditional methods, and I just feel like they're all over the place, and they're not open to learning new things. So here I am saying, okay, fine, let's try something new to make sure that we get those listings coming, because driving around and knocking and dropping and asking people if they're interested to list with you, it's time consuming, and it's demotivating, and it's demoralizing sometimes when you have to drive and come back with nothing. So I'm saying, let's look for new ways to actually see if we can, get these leads and get those listings going. So I'm conflicted between advertising all this effort I'm putting into this on the franchise platform, or putting it on my own page. Because when I had a conversation with her, she said, whatever it is that you do, just make sure that you advertise on our platform. But I want to create my brand as Teboho, being the property agent in the area, so that even if I leave the agency, I can still continue with the work that I've already put in. So I don't know how to handle that, basically.
Yeah, brother, I would say, I think you're spot on. I would definitely create my own page for my own personal brand, because ultimately, if you're not with that business anymore, you've put so much time and effort into advertising that platform. Now they're going to get business through you, and that's not what we want, right? I want to help you grow. You as Teboho, I want you to grow. So my advice would be to have your own page. If you don't have your own page, if you haven't set it up yet, I do know, if I'm not mistaken, in the course, I do also show you how to create your own page. And the best way really to put it out is you can either just your first name, your last name, -real estate, or your first name, your last name, -real estate agent, for example, or estate agent, just so at least it's a bit broad. Because I've noticed that, let's say if you say EXP or Keller Williams or SEEF, and then you no longer have that relationship with them and you change, or you're someone that changes agencies often, that doesn't necessarily look good on your brand, because then ultimately I always like to say that your ability to remain consistent is very important to your audiences. Can you guys imagine now, next minute you follow me on social media, but now I'm talking about Herbalife. Like how Wandile? Now Herbalife, what's going on? Next thing I'm talking about cryptocurrency. And it's like it's very difficult for you guys to trust me now because I'm always chopping and changing. So it's like, how can I trust this guy to help grow my business if he's chopping and changing all the time? So I would rather say leave it at estate agent or real estate agent. So name, last name dash real estate agent as your page name, so that at least it's a bit broad. So that even if you do make some changes, it wouldn't necessarily reflect on your market, if that makes sense. You're on mute.
I'm saying thanks. Yeah, I think it does. Also, what I wanted to maybe verify on the existing page that I've had for many years, my own personal Facebook page, can I make those changes there and then just continue with that, or would I really need to have a new one completely?
Absolutely. So you can just change, you can just put in a request to change your page name. I know it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to then change it. And then, yeah, I mean, the fact that you've got a page already, then that works best. So I would suggest doing that rather.
Okay. No, thanks. I think I'm good for now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, guys, I actually did I did a podcast. I think maybe it will also add some value sometime last week. I'm actually going to share the link as well. I'll actually have to put it on school as well. Let me just quickly add in the link. And give me 2 seconds. I'm going to add it here. Go check it out, guys. Something very powerful. Especially sharing it to your colleagues who believe in traditional. I would say go and check it out. So they will send it to your principal. Be like, hey, check this out. Just to get it to watch. Yeah, I just speak about what's happening in the market and how people are very traditional and you want to start building a personal brand because just posting listings doesn't work anymore. I personally wouldn't want to follow a real estate agent on social media if all they do is post listings. Like, why am I following you then? Like, I don't care. Don't just post listings. I would like to know, what do you do as a real estate agent on a day-to-day basis? Because obviously the consensus of the market or how people view real estate agents is you guys are just there to collect a check. They think that you guys are just sitting around the whole day, looking good, driving around, showing houses, and then the money is just automatically into your pockets. But they don't know how much time, work, effort, admin, paperwork, hey, you guys deal with so much, and they don't see that. But the thing is, because no real estate agent are actually showing what actually do they do on a day-to-day basis. Because if the market is more educated on the amount of work and effort that you guys are doing, they'd appreciate you more. They would actually, be happy to give you that 7.5% commission. They'd be happy to give you a sole mandate because they actually can see the work that's going in. So it's all those things that I highlight in the podcast, which I think would be of value. So yeah, check it out, share it with other people if you think they would find it valuable. And then, yeah, next week we'll take a look at Mbali's results from the likes campaign as well as the lead generation campaign as well. And then, yeah, take a look into school. I'm going to be uploading a lot of new things. They're going to be popping up. And then, yeah, if there's anything else, guys, feel free to message me on school. And also just some suggestions, just in terms of, hey, look, I love the calls. Maybe if you can cover this, I'm doing this for you guys. So I want to make sure that at least I can help you guys move forward to the next step, whether it's needing help and assistance with setting up your ads or how to deal with leads. So what I've noticed, and I think maybe just to quickly wrap it up, don't want to keep you guys here for too long, but I've noticed that there's different stages. So the first stage that you guys are all going to encounter is making sure that your technology is set up. So what I mean by that is making sure the ads are working, leads are coming in. Once that's sorted, then the next hurdle that you guys are going to go through, and I can almost guarantee it, I'm prophesizing as I'm speaking right now because I'm going to say you must go back to this first video. But what's going to happen next is now that you're dealing with leads, now it's about how to deal with certain different personality types. How do you deal with logical and analytical people? How do you deal with people who are more focused on relationships? How do you deal with people who are more focused on getting straight to the point? How do you deal with people who, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you present, they will never buy or they'll never sell because, they just always have this particular mindset. So now I'm going to have to start honing in on the sales skills, how to engage with them because I guarantee you now, guys, you're gonna encounter a lot of those type of people. So that's the next step. Then once you go over that hurdle, or once you know how to engage with the people, then the last step essentially is, okay, cool. Now, how do I scale this baby? Okay, I now know how to consistently get 5 to 10 mandates, let's say a week or a month. Now I want to double that. What do I need to do? And then from there, if you really want to grow your business, it's not more about doing double the work or the effort, but now it's about tapping into your mindsets. What I mean by that is, because you were so used to working alone as an agent, now you need to hire someone. But now it's like, hey, if I'm hiring this person, that means I'm spending money. All right. So now we need to tap into those beliefs that you have in your head. It's like, I need to spend more money now to invest in growing my business. I don't know if that's the right case. I'm just going to do it myself. All right. So now we need to start tapping into, if you really want to grow, what are some of the things that you have to let go of? Because I think, as a fact of the matter, guys, if I always like to tell people is that there's a reason why you're not a millionaire right now, because you don't have millionaire habits and you don't have a millionaire belief or millionaire mentality. And millionaires happy to invest. They can see that there's money coming back in, even if it means going to take 3 to 6 months. Whereas most people, 3 to 6 months. No, it needs to happen now. So these are all the things that you're going to start encountering when it's time to grow. You have to really let go of the person that you are right now and tapping into that next level person. I've spent almost 600,000 Rand on my own ads, guys. And I've learned a lot. You know, the person that started off with advertising in the beginning to who I am now, completely different. And these are all the things that I'm going to be teaching you in the stages. So it's first figuring out the ads, then it's sales, and then the next level, it's more mental than it is strategy and tactics. So yeah, guys, I'm really excited. Thank you again, man, for really investing and believing in me. I really want to help you guys grow. So my advice is attend when you can, or watch the replays if you can. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I want to help you guys reach the next level. But yeah, that's it on my side, guys. Really happy. This was a great, awesome first session. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday. If there's anything, pop me a message on school and we can take it from there.
Thank you. Thank you, Wandile. Have a good evening further, guys.
All right. Take care and good night, guys.
Cheers. Bye.
Same
Cheers,
to you
cheers.
guys.